Welcome, my name is Zuri. I'm going to take you through a very gentle everyday yoga practice. For this you will need a yoga mat or using a towel or a blanket on the floor. You can also use a prop, that could be a yoga bolster, a block, or simply a rolled up towel or roll up blanket. I'm going to take this prop and place it just under my sit bones. I'm going to start this in gentle meditation. So get into a comfortable seated position, whether that's sitting cross-legged, whether that's kneeling. Always check in with your body, take what you need. So in meditation, I'm going to place my hands into a position that they can become part of the meditation practice. Whether it's taking the hands and cupping them into your lap, resting the hands on your thighs, palms up, one hand to heart, one hand onto belly, or maybe into heart prayer position. Choose one of these positions, whichever feels right for you. And start to turn your focus inwards. Whether you choose to do this with your eyes closed or your eyes open. If the eyes are open, I would encourage you to fix the eye gaze down to the tip of the nose. This focuses the mind. So that we're able to just simply follow the ebb and flow of your breath. Maybe choose to count the rhythm of your inhale. Exhale for the same count and the same rhythm. Breathing in and breathing out. Be aware of the space that you're in. There might be noises or sounds around you. Be present and aware of the space, the room that you're in, but keeping the focus on the breath, becoming more and more present in your body. Just taking just a couple more rounds of your breath. And on the next breath in, inhale, raise the arms up, look up, breath in. Exhale, hands to heart. So we inhale, raise the arms up, exhale, hands back to heart. One more, breath in, empty out. Take the hands and lightly swing them around the body. You can lightly tap the sides of the body, just behind the kidneys, just giving a little tap, a little release, flippy floppy, really gentle. Take your eye gaze with you, and then gently coming back to center. Shift and lean up and over to one side, extending top arm as we move into side body. Gentle flexions here. So I'm going to extend up and over to one side and then gently extend up and over to the other side. So just do a couple more. Again, just gently take your time, move with the rhythm of your breath. Now this time, as you go over to one side, let that arm stay there, and then exhale, drop it in front of you. Inhale to extend up, exhale to release it. Breathing in. Breath in. And let it go. Let's go one more each side again. Maybe choosing to close your eyes down as we start to take that focus inwards just a little bit more. Breath in. Breath out. arms reach the ground, maybe they don't. You can use a block or a prop to support. Again, just bringing your focus and your awareness back to being in this space, sitting right here on your mat. And gently transition into child's pose. As I bring my big toes together, take the knees about shoulder hip width apart and extend the arms out in front. Soften the forehead and come into a rest position. Again, you might choose to use the support. You could take your blanket, take your bolster or your block and place that under your forehead. So I want you to just settle in. Take a couple of rounds of your breath here. Focusing the breath more towards the back of the body. So gently breathing into side body. And one more round of the breath here. Before gently rising up. Come up to the tips of the fingers and just move your upper body over gently to one side, pausing and resting on the side. Transition, inhale, move to the other side, exhale, pause and soften. So we take a breath in as we transition and move, and a breath out as we come into stillness. Inhale to create the movement, exhale to rest into the pose. Breathe in, breathe out. One more. Inhale to create movement, exhale to pause. This time, inhale back to center, and exhale, rest back into child's pose. So gently bring your body up onto all fours, wrists under the shoulders, knees under your hips, as we create a little bit of movement known as the cat-cow. Forwards with your chest, exhale, round, scoop the belly to the spine. So we bring the heart, the chest forwards on the breath in, exhale, scooping the belly towards the spine. So move with the breath, exhale. Now from here, I start the breath in. So I inhale as I come forwards, and now I breathe out at this point, exhaling as I go under. So I breathe into here, inhaling as I transition, coming forwards and up. Exhale at this point, breathing out fully as you draw under. One more. Again, maybe choosing to close the eyes down. Exhale, and back to a neutral spine position. Take your right arm and inhale, raise it, twisting once, exhale, thread the needle, go underneath, creating a rotation through the thoracic spine. So it's inhale, you open one side, exhale, rotate, draw underneath. One more, breath in, exhale, thread the needle, and this time you can stay there. Rest, settle, soften, gentle shoulder stretch, gentle rotation. Inhale back to center, pause, practice on the other side. Inhale, you rotate one way, exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, rotation one way, exhale, draw the other way. One more, breath in. Exhale, and this time you can pause. Now that arm that's underneath, the hands, the fingers soft yet relaxed. And then inhale, bring yourself back, little pause. Go back into child's pose, but this time take a different option with the hands, whether it's out to the side or behind you. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently bringing your body up into a kneeling position. So just take a position here, and we might need some support, so you could again take your blanket. And a nice position here is to take it right to the back of the knee, sit back, so any tightness in the knees, you want that blanket right behind the back of the knee to give you some support. Coming into neutral spine position, place the hands on the front of your thighs, take a breath, inhale up through the spine, exhale down through the spine. So just focusing on your breath, calming breaths. Either the eyes are closed or you're focusing down towards the tip of the nose. Raise the hands, wrist in line with shoulders, spread the fingers, and then place those hands onto the floor. So wrists now under shoulders, knees under your hips. Focus forward and step the right leg back, tucking the toes under until we can feel that connection to the ankle, to the foot. And then we take the opposite arm and extend that out in front of us. And slowly release. Let's try that again on the other side. So I take that left leg, tuck the toes under, little pause. So it's connection into the foot, the ankle, the calf muscle. Now I take the opposite arm and extend and reach it away. Back to center. Right side again, so just the right leg first, tuck the toes under. So first connect to the foot, then connect to the arm, and then the option now is to float that back leg and lift it up away from the ground. So working on core balance, stability, connection to spine, back to center, left leg lead, step that left leg back, still focusing forwards. Float the right arm up, thumb towards the ceiling. Can keep the foot on the floor, or other option is to extend that leg back behind you, pressing into the center of the heel. So lift the chest, lift the heart, find balance, come back to neutral spine position. And from here, a moving cat-cow. Forwards with the chest, exhale, round, scoop belly to spine. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, forwards, breath in. Exhale, move, rounding the spine. Inhale, draw up. Exhale, inhale, forwards. Exhale, round. Again, maybe I can encourage you just to close your eyes down for even just part of it. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, exhale, last one. Breath in, we come forwards. Exhale, round. Inhale, rise up, exhale, and back into neutral spine position. Little pause, back to kneeling. Rest the body, breathing in, breathing out. Neutral spine position here. So focus the awareness of your breath. Inhale up through your spine. Exhale down through your spine. Breathing in. Breathing out. This time coming up to kneeling. So a little bit of space between the knees. Raise the arms up. Exhale, swing them back. So you breathe in, let them go. Breath in, raise the arms up. Exhale, let them go. One more, breath in. Exhale, step the right leg through. So we step that right leg through. And we just get into the hip flexors here, just gently. Take both your arms, raise them up, maybe look up, 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 and exhale, counter stretch. Gently draw the hips, the pelvis back. So we can have a gentle flexion on that front foot. We can have the foot down. And then change the leg lead. We'll bring the other leg through. So we step the other leg forwards. We want that straight line from ankle to knee. Inhale, raise your arms up. Open up, lengthen through side body, and then exhale, counter stretch, shift back the other way. So targeting more the back of the thigh with this one here, and change. I'm going to do that again. Step that right leg through. So we'll lead on the right leg. So getting into the hip flexors, now we're going to get into the chest. Raise your arms up, Open chest, open heart, lengthen side body. Look forwards and up slightly. One more breath. Exhale, counter stretch. Shift the hips back. So the arms are forward. You still want to focus forward. Lightly change, stepping the other leg through. Land it softly, raise the arms up. Lengthen through side body, open chest, open heart. Create a little bit of space between the fingers. Gentle back bend. Inhale, exhale, counter stretch. Just shifting it back the other way. Drag that front foot back, kneeling. Raise the arms up, breath in. Exhale, swing them back. Breath in. 2 more. Just getting the energy flowing. 1 more. Exhale. And then kneel. So just come into, again, neutral spine. So heart rate is up a little. Might feel a little huffy puffy. Nice. Gently take those hands, raise them. Wrist in line with the shoulders, spread the fingers, place those hands onto the mat, neutral spine position. And this time you will extend right arm with left leg at the same time, finding some balance. Change sides, opposite arm, opposite leg. I encourage you when you do this to focus on one fixed point. Could be a little mark or a spot on the floor in front of you. You're extending opposite arm with opposite leg. Reach away. It's all about finding your balance. Focus on the breath. Inhale, extension away. Exhale, last one. Breath in. Exhale. And sit back into child's pose. You can either have the arms in front, slight angle to the sides, or even behind you. Slowly make your way to the floor. So laying on your tummy, bring your body down. And at first bring the heels, the toes together to create the tail of the snake. And then bring the hands beside the rib cage. So as I lift the chest, the top of the feet lightly press into the mat, the upper arms engage. Exhale, slow lower. 2 more repetitions. Breath in, the feet stay anchored to the mat. Exhale, lower, last one. Breath in, forwards and up. Exhale, turn the head to one side. Arms can relax, feet are soft. Bring head through center. Same again, but this time, big toes, heels together. I will hover the hands. So the hands just off the ground. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower. Still engaging the upper arms, hugging them back and down. Last one. Rise that chest forwards and up. And then release, turn your head gently the other side. So here the feet, the hands are soft. Take a breath, maybe 2. And as you bring your head to the center, extend the arms out in front. So I've got my arms in front, the legs behind, and I'd start with the head in a gentle hover. Now there's a little bit of space between the feet this time. Leading with the right side of your body, you will extend the right arm with your right leg away from the ground. Now try the right arm with your left leg. And this time the right arm with both legs. Let's try the left side of the body. Left arm with left leg. Try the left arm with your right leg. Try the left arm with both legs. Let's put it all together. Both arms, both legs. And the option here is to take the arms out wide to the side if you're struggling with the arms in front. Last one. Breath in. Hands beside the rib cage. Come on up and sit back once again into child's pose. Whether the arms are in front, out to the side, or behind you. Gently bring the body up, hands and knees position. We've been here already. I want to change and add on to it. Wrist under shoulders, knees under hips. You extend that right arm with left leg, move it away, and then bring the elbow and the knee together underneath. 3 repetitions. So there's a gentle rounding of the back as you draw under, extension away. 1 more. Bring everything under, reach away, change sides, focus forwards, opposite arm, opposite leg, and it draws under, elbow to knee, extension away. So you're rounding. Now maybe the elbow and the knee touch, maybe they don't, it doesn't matter. So just as long as you're creating the movement, reach away, and then exhale. Kneel, neutral spine position. Breath in, breath out. Maybe you can still feel that heart rate up just a little. One more round of your breath. As we transition from a kneeling position to a seated position. So in this seated position, take those legs out in front of you. You might choose to wiggle the feet, circle the feet, wiggle your toes, just to get some circulation flowing. Now create some space, just a little bit of space between the feet and the legs, representing the space we have through the pelvis. Draw the right leg in. Let that knee drop out. You might need some support for it. Take a breath in, draw up through your spine, and then exhale, flex and gently fold forwards. So gentle flexion of the foot, maybe just spreading the toes. As we reach forwards, hinging from the hips, the pelvis here, soft elbows. The eye gaze will be down. And again, we could even focus the eye gaze where we look down to the tip of the nose. Take 1 more breath in. Use the energy of the breath in to bring your body out of it. Keep the shape. I take this right leg and bring it across the left. Hug that leg towards the body, lifting the spine, gentle rotation, gentle twist. Now you could take some support. It could be again your block, your bolster, your rolled up blanket. Place it behind you so you've got something to lift you up and create space through the spine. I've got very long arms, so I'm quite comfortable just having the hand on the floor, and even when I do that, for me in this position, my elbow is still bent, okay? So I'm just lightly on the tips of my fingers, and I'm creating space to bring the heart and the chest through. So it's working on that spinal rotation, as well as creating space into the front of the body. 1 breath in, 1 long breath out. Bring your body back to center, and then gently change that to the other side. So same repetition, different leg. So bring it in, turn the foot in, turn the knee out, inhale. Keep the collarbones open so that as you hinge and lean forwards, you're leading with the heart. So I fold forwards, maybe supporting this bent knee if you need it, soft elbows. The breath flows in. And the breath flows out. And again, encouraging you to find length through the sides of the body, because it's the sides of the body that move every time we breathe. Walking using the hands, inhale, draw back to center. I take that bent leg, square it off, and then bring it up and over. Hug, so it's opposite arm, opposite leg, rotate, twist, rinse. So we want to draw the body around. And at first you might just turn to one side. Just check in with the body. And if you can rotate a little further, make sure that rotation is coming from the thoracic spine, from the rib cage, rotating and moving around your waistline. So the spine is still upright. The eye gaze might gently focus still down, subtly. The twists acting as a sense of detox, enables us to release and practice that sense of letting go. As we come through centre, gently unwind, bring both legs out in front. When we do this one here, keep the legs straight. I'm going to actually use my arms as a support. So I'll just gently soften the knees, hinge from this point. Okay, so notice the head and the shoulders stay where they are. I flex at this point, so it's a hip hinge, that's moving from this joint here. Then when I can feel the belly touching the top of the thighs, I can support, hug the back of my thighs, then let the head come down and through at the last moment. So bringing the front two halves of the body close, forward flexion. And again, a pose like this encourages us to breathe into this space, right here, back of the rib cage, behind the back of the heart, into the sides of your body. Take maybe 1, 2 more rounds of your breath, whatever you need. And gently bring your body up. I'm going to either walk the feet or scoot the hips towards the heels. So I'm bringing myself towards one end of the mat so I can use support, arms and legs, gently guiding me back. And just land on the mat, big sigh. Take a breath in and a breath out. As I walk my feet back towards my body, I will have the feet in neutral spine. So that means that there's a little bit of space between my feet, so they're not too close, not too wide, and there's roughly a straight line from ankle to knee. Palms can press down, the chest is open, the jaw is relaxed. Actually, really focus on the connection of your feet. So spread the toes and anchor both feet into the mat. And if, like me, your mat has texture to it, I really want you to sort of feel the texture of your mat under your feet. Now this is really important because as you draw the right leg in, I want you to bend and draw the right leg in, but anchor the left foot down. Now it's not going to move anywhere because it's against a solid surface, but we just want to engage both parts of the body. So I draw the right knee in, press left foot down, and both feet are flexed. Now if I extend that left leg away, again push out through the heel, and again work on the flexion of the foot. So engagement of both feet, breathing in, breathing out. Now lightly, that right leg, the shin, I'm going to press into my hands slightly. So that would be soft and relaxed, and there it's just like I've engaged it slightly. So I'm going to push my shin into the hands, but I'm actually going to remove the right hand and place it down to the side, so long as it's lower than your heart, but slightly wider than your shoulder. So we're keeping the shin actively engaged, the foot engaged, and I'm going to gently take that right leg over and across to the left as I rotate my head and look towards the right. So gentle twist, and that left hand just gently guiding and supporting that right leg as it goes across. So spinal twist. Bring your focus to your breath. To come out of this pose, bend that right knee closer to your chest and then bring it in as you roll the hips back to centre. Now I'm going to anchor both feet to the floor again. So right leg down, left foot back beside it. So first anchor the feet. This is helping to square the pelvis as well. I draw that left leg in, pressing the right foot down. Bring it towards the body. As I extend slowly the right leg, I'm just going to change the angles of the body, flex both of the feet, and now I'm going to lightly press the shin into my hands just to engage the whole of that leg. So it's still bent, but I'm just lightly, really lightly pressing the shin into the hands. Now if you keep the right hand there, but you move the left arm down, wide, just off the mat, hand below your heart, and then slowly rotate. Left leg goes to the right, head and shoulders can rotate gently the other way. So spinal rotation, spinal twist. So the head and the shoulders anchored back onto the mat. The head gently twists to create a little bit more movement through the cervical spine. And as that knee comes across again, lots of movement through thoracic spine, releasing as well tension, sitting in the lower back. Now to get out of this pose, we want to bend that left knee in and up towards your heart. So bring it in nice and close. And then this time, anchor the feet to the floor and bring both legs. So this time I'm going to bring knees to chest. In the process of doing that, my lower back gently curls. So it might feel like the lower back is lightly imprinting or pressing into the mat. Knees to chest. You can have again your hands halfway down the shin. You can put the hands on the back of your thighs. Breathing in and breathing out. So a nice position here. If we do suffer with lower back pain, the back, the spine is fully supported, but each of these positions where I'm changing the angle of the feet, the legs, is creating movement through my lower back. So if I lower the feet to the floor, this time slide the feet further away. So here I was in neutral spine, ankles, knees, and right here I'm going to slide them away and turn the feet in. So both the knees will externally rotate. Now the soles of the feet can touch. Now you can have your hands just beside you here. Again, just off the mat, palms up, or circle the arms around. Now the floor's a little cold in here, so I'm going to take that blanket above my head and rest my hands, maybe one on top of the other. So not only are the feet touching, but the hands are lightly touching. Now when we change the position of the legs, this changes the relationship to the pelvis, so that lower back, it might feel like you can slip an envelope or two under that lower back. Soft knees, soften the elbows, relax lower jaw. Breathing in and breathing out. And throughout the practice, my focus is always on my breath. Sometimes it's easy to maintain that connection to your breath, and other times we have to remind ourselves to focus on the breath. Take just a couple more rounds of your breath here. And as slowly as you can, and it might feel unusual if you have the hands above you, when you bring them back around it can really feel quite strange, so move slowly out of it. Slide the legs away. Big sigh. So the feet naturally have a tendency to fall out. Have space between the feet. Move the arms slightly further away from the body. Again, palms up. You could place a blanket over your body if you want to spend a little bit more time here in your Shavasana. So stay where you are. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Because traditionally, Shavasana would be 6 minutes. So I'm going to hold space for you in your Shavasana for the next 6 minutes. And I encourage you, if you're watching this video regularly and you feel like You haven't got the 6 minutes. What I want you to see is to see if you can extend it over time and give yourself that 6 minutes as you progress. Because the stillness, the Shavasana, is just as important as all the moving asanas. And this Shavasana completes the practice. So let me hold space for you in the stillness and the silence of this practice as you get to hold space for yourself in the stillness and the silence of this practice. Begin to gently move the fingers, begin to gently move the toes. That reconnection to the physical body. As you slowly walk the feet back towards the body, I encourage you to roll over onto your side body. Come into the fetal position. And then lightly use using the hands to support, pressing the hands into the floor. Make your way up either to a seated, cross-legged position or into a kneeling position. So an everyday gentle yoga practice, always make sure that you give yourself time at the beginning and at the end. In fact, how you set up your practice, the beginning, is just or more important than what we do in the physical practice, and the same with the ending of Shavasana. Making sure that you give yourself that time to be still. So today, I really wanted you to sit in quiet contemplation, meditation, to give yourself time to get into that space. We did some gentle yoga asanas, yoga poses, and then I gave you a full 6 minutes in your Shavasana. As you keep coming back to this video, make sure you set yourself up to give you yourself that time at the beginning and to complete the full Shavasana at the end. And let me know if you've given yourself the time to focus on the beginning and the end, what a difference that makes to your practice. So let's bring this practice to an end, hands into heart prayer position. As I bow my head to the earth, I say to you, Namaste. Thank you.